Fury versus Wilder 3 in the courtroom. It wasn't too long ago that I did a video talking about Deontay Wilder's case, his accusations of Tyson Fury. And I said that basically this needs to go to court because Wilder's making a lot of accusations. He's saying he's got evidence. And it seems that everybody, there's a huge majority of anti-Wilder people within boxing. Anti-Wilder, or I would say denounce Wilder, which basically means don't say anything that supports Deontay Wilder. And that seems quite disappointing in a world we're meant to be having, or is meant to have, free speech. Is there really free speech when you dismiss one man and then jump to the support of another man that has already served a ban in boxing? Let's not forget that Tyson Fury has served a ban in boxing. Okay, he was out of the ring for 2 years, but for some reason people see Fury like some saint. I don't get it. So even if that wasn't the case, still a man should be able to be heard for what he's got to say. So it doesn't matter how much the Wilder Boo Boys want to call this man crazy. It doesn't matter how much you want to say he's out of his mind, that he is disgusting. And it doesn't matter what you say as a boxer. It doesn't matter what you say as a commentator. It doesn't matter what you say as an expert. It doesn't matter what you say over social media. The proof is in the pudding. They said that this contract had expired. Okay. So the first clue for me was, okay, Fury's going to fight AGIT Kabayel in December, right? December 5th. Where's the press conference? What happened? This isn't the first time that Mr. Warren has made announcements. Do you remember when there was an announcement once that Chisora was going to fight Wilder? Do you remember that announcement? So another one of these smokescreen announcements, December 5th. And now suddenly, the AGIT Kabayel fight, it's not going to happen. And Fury's not going to fight at the end of the year. And now they're talking about the possibility of Wilder facing Fury again in a third fight. And his next fight Fury's going to be having is back in the USA. Isn't that interesting? Isn't this the same guy that I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that something happened with his boxing license and he went to fight in America? And the story about the farmer, I don't even listen to all that stuff. Listen, ultimately, something ain't right. Because if it was the case that contract had expired, then Fury should be fighting Kabayel on December the 5th and we should all be happy and going along. But clearly that's not the case. The judge is now mulling over Deontay Wilder's situation. And now the tune has turned. That the possibility that Wilder and Fury might fight in March. And Fury's next fight will be in the USA. Wow. Is Deontay Wilder still that crazy guy? Is he still that disgusting guy? Or is evidence being produced before the court? And if evidence is produced before the court, then, and he's proven to be innocent, or he's proven his case is that he was cheated, or he was fouled, or he was not treated right, will all these channels submit or give an apology? Because all these people are slamming Wilder at the moment. If it comes out that this guy actually has got evidence and the judge passes it that, yeah, he was telling the truth, all those people will have to be offering Wilder an apology. And and think not only that, on top of that, his whole character, which has been up for slander. Well, look, if it was for me, if it was that simple that Wilder's contract had expired, then they would December the 5th, Fury would be fighting. He was in shape, wasn't he? He was ready to go. What happened? What happened, Frank? What happened, Bob? Why is the fight happening December 5th at the Royal Albert Hall or wherever it was going to be? Why is Fury not fighting? Fury wanted to fight before the end of the year. You know, all that talk, yeah, he needs to fight before the end of the year. What's going on now, Frank? What's going on, Bob? What's happening? Hmm? This needed to go to court, and I believe Fury versus Wilder 3 has to go to court. Wilder has to see Fury in court, and then it's not about opinions over Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or your YouTube channel. It's evidence in a courtroom, the place where your feelings and emotions don't mean a jot. Hard evidence, paperwork, evidence. Has he got a toxicology report, Mr. Wilder? All these stuff are very interesting. So that's why I did that video the other day, trying to be as balanced as possible. So now, what are you all saying? Is Wilder still that madman? If he's that mad and he was just talking nonsense, Fury would have gone ahead and had that fight against AGIT Kabayel. No press conference. Nothing. Why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? And why are they mentioning now that Wilder may get a third fight against Fury in the US next year? Fury's next fight is in the US. Why is it not back in the UK again? Just a few things to think about. Fury said, let's just knock it on the head. Well, it's not been knocked on the head. The only thing that's been knocked on the head now is that December 5th date. There's more questions. I tell you, this whole thing don't seem right. Something is not right here. So we'll see. We'll see.